Need help getting better on defense in Madden 22? Watch this video for one simple trick that is instantly guaranteed to improve your defense. If you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have eBooks, offensive and defensive schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere. YouTube, what's up? It's Duke back here from Sportsgamerz.com. And guys, we all know it. Defense is tough in Madden 22. But in this tip video, I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite tricks to use on defense in Madden 22 that's really going to help you guys out a lot. Best part about this is this can work in any playbook and really a ton of different defensive formations. With that said, I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to utilize this tip in this video. So one thing we all know for sure is you can't just play stock defenses and stock coverages this year. They just get torn up way too easily. Well, Cover 2 is one of the more popular defenses out there right now. Cover 2 blitzes really, but you can't just run them stock. And in this tip, I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to adjust Cover 2 that is going to lock down the field for really all the most popular ways people try to attack it. And it's very simple, and it's just 1 or 2 little adjustments you need to do that's going to improve your defense tenfold. So guys, we all know that verticals is one of the more popular ways to attack Cover 2. So let's go ahead and start with that. And I'm going to show you guys a few different examples of how this little trick can work when you're playing defense. So let's look at gun bunch verticals. Now defensively, I'm in the 4-6 playbook on defense. But like I said, you can apply this to whatever playbook you want. I like using this a lot from 3-5 wide or 2-4-5 odd nickel. Dollar is another one of my favorites. Actually, dollar might be one of my favorite defenses in the whole game right now. And it doesn't literally have to be dollar. It could be the variations you found in other playbooks. You know, as long as it's got the 3 down linemen and the 2 slot corners, 2 linebackers, you're going to be good to go. So dollar, you can sub in, you know, safeties if you want at the linebacker spot. We're going to go ahead and put in Edwards here. We're going to leave Devin White in because he's just an absolute goon. Now, when you're using this formation on defense, your slot corners are very important, so hopefully you got some fast ones. And a good D-line, too. The play I want to do this out of is DB Fire 2, which is Cover 2 based. So we're going to move the ball back, give yourself some room to work with. And just a reminder for those that are new to the channel, or maybe even if you're not, I do daily Madden 22 tips videos, from gameplays, tips, to news. So if you're enjoying my YouTube content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and if you really rock with me, smash that like button. If we can get to 300 likes on this video, 300 likes, I'll post another game-changing defensive tip for you guys for free on my YouTube channel. I want to get straight into my adjustments now. This is a great defense to bring pressure from and change up your coverage. It's very popular amongst pros, but the only problem is it can be easily tacked with certain route combos. So, you know, I just normally baseline press and crash my D-line out to get pressure. But if somebody has a good route combo and knows how to get over the top of this coverage, just like this, you guys can see here, I mean, you could be giving up a one-play touchdown like that. And there's other ways to attack it too, but how can I counteract this? Well, and still, you know, have a solid defense. So there's just a few adjustments you need to make to basically make your Cover 2 defense 1,000 times better. So we're still going to baseline press. And in order to make our coverage much better, we're going to put the safety on the bunch side into an inside third zone. And then we're going to put the corner on that side of the field into an outside quarter zone, the outside corner. And then what we're going to do is we're either going to hard flat or curl flat the slot. Now, what I like to do on this play is control this linebacker right here. Now, this is my play art. This is actually going to do a very good job against really anything that we could go up against, because we're no longer going to be able to give up that same route combo. And even bombs from post is going to do a great job. And we're going to look to protect the middle of the field, maybe guard like a drag, a post or crosser, depending upon what we see here. But let's just go ahead and do the exact same play, and you guys are going to notice that it's going to be completely bagged. So I'm just kind of sitting over the middle. I see a crossing route. I go ahead and guard it. Boom, there's nothing open. We basically get a coverage sack. Now, guys, you might wonder why I'm rushing 4. The reason why I'm rushing 4 is that if they don't block a running back, you will get good pressure off that edge, And then the other reason is even if they do block the running back and pick, your corner up, that when you rush 4, you're more likely to get a good block shed than if you rush 3. If you rush 3 on this year's game, chances are the offense can just sit in the pocket for 30 years and wait till someone just bounces off the screen and be wide open. But you guys can see here, there is nothing open. So our flat zone is able to take away the wheel initially until the out route is a threat. Then our safety is going to play it over, our corner is going to play the wheel over the top. I'm kind of just sitting deep with the crosser, and then the deep zone's over here as well. We got the zone over here in the middle as well. Now that zone is very, very important, guys, for other reasons. One of the other very popular concepts to try to attack cover 2 is going to be a deep post. So when you have a play like bunch trail that has a deep post and a corner route, and actually this is a play that a lot of people will run with a bunch on the short side, so keep that in mind. This can basically be a one-play touchdown against your standard cover 2. So what a lot of people will do is they'll just kind of just max protect it. And if you guys just play your standard cover 2, you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. The deep post is going to split the seam right down the middle. And the reason why that happens is that the corner route on the right side of the screen kind of pulls that safety out of the middle, makes him respect more so the sideline, yeah. And as you guys can see how he's kind of like going outside the numbers? At this point, all we got to do is just throw a bullet pass, lead it a little bit out, and we're gone. So now watch how those same adjustments I just made the previous play are going to completely lock this up. So again, I baseline press, crash my D-line out. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the safety on the bunch side into an inside third, the outside corner on the bunch side into outside quarter. So an inside third, by the way, for the safety is to the left on the left analog stick. The outside quarter to this cornerback is to the left on the right analog stick. And then a hard flat is to the left on the left stick. A curl flat's to the right on the left stick. Again, pretty easy adjustments. And we just control this opposite side linebacker to watch out for maybe shorter posts, maybe crossers, drags, dig routes, that type of stuff over in the middle. So let's run the exact same play on offense, and you guys are going to see how this gets defended. So once again, we're just kind of hovering this gap. We could look the gap shoot if they were trying to run the ball, but they're really not here. You guys can see nothing. Again, you can't really find anything open here. If you take a look at the replay, I'm taking away the drag over the middle, and, this is no longer going to split the seams because we have that safety just chilling in the middle of the field. He's not getting dragged out towards the sideline. Now, you could say that maybe you could throw this corner out against my outside deep quarter zone, and maybe you could. That's a questionable, like if you time it perfectly, that probably is a completion. But again, you have the ability to zone drop your flat zones. Like let's say that they're not really hitting you, if anything, in the quick flat area. You could zone drop either your curl or your flat to take away a corner route, or you could leave it as is to just strictly take away the flats. That again, those adjustments are completely up to you. But again, you guys can see this cover 2 is now bomb-proof and is not going to give up any big plays. And we're still able to take away the flats at the same time. So this defense is not all about, generating pressure, but really knowing how to take away what your opponent is trying to do more than anything else. So you might wonder to yourself, what happens if they try to just hit you with maybe like a play like mesh post over the middle of the field? So mesh post is definitely a nice play, and we can still take mesh post away pretty easily as well at the same type of adjustment. So we're going to go at a baseline press, crash on out. Again, we're putting the bunch side safety in an inside third. We're putting this guy in an outside quarter zone. And by default, we're putting this guy in a flat. So on a play like this, if somebody is looking to hit a bunch of like shorter posts over the middle of the field, one additional adjustment I like to make is to put the linebacker I'm not using on the bunch side. I like to put him in a mid-read. What this does is it basically allows me to no longer have to worry about the post, because when you use a mid-read, it won't take away like deep posts, but like quick posts over the middle field, say a mesh post or like maybe other types of plays that just have these quicker type post routes, it's going to defend that very well. Now, it's not going to take away, like I said, the deep post. That is what this safety is for. He will take away the underneath kind of quick post, and that allows us to stay underneath and, try to guard drag routes or whatever we might see coming open. So let's look at how this defense works. You guys can see here, I'm just going to play the drags, and if they try to throw that post, that's going to get defended. All I have to do is sit underneath, and honestly, that's a scary throw for the offense to make regardless, because you can see here, I'm kind of baiting them between the drags, but, I mean, the mid-read's sitting right there, and I could easily bait them between the drags and the post too. That's not a read that offensively you really want to be making just all willy-nilly. But you guys can see that the mid-read gets in that area of the field that you're going to be able to defend the post, especially if you have an acrobat there. That definitely can get played. But, this is definitely something to where you're going to be able to take this away. So the final thing I want to take a look at in this defense is somebody running clear out. Guys, clear out is one of the more common ways people are trying to beat cover 2 right now. It is just very easy to beat. Very easy to beat cover 2. You don't really have to do much when you're on offense. Really, your adjustments are just maybe put the corner or the slot receiver on a corner or a whip route, and it's a super good play. Now, see, we're in the same exact adjustments again. And we're going to try to go ahead and attack with clear out. So all I'm going to do is audible to clear out, put the slot on the whip. You could put them on a corner route if you have that ability. And this is generally a very good cover 2 beater, but we're not actually in cover 2. So let's take a look at how it works. You guys can see here, able to click on, and that's going to be a pick more times than not. So the reason why that this worked is, again, even though we're coming out into cover 2 play, we're not actually playing cover 2. My job is, again, watching the middle of the field. That's why I'm watching for the tight end. I didn't really do a good job there, but that's besides the point. You guys can see that this receiver that normally gets open, because normally in cover 2, the tight end post would influence the safety, but it doesn't matter here because we have this deep zone. And I'm able to click on. Like I said, more times than not, this is going to result in a pick anyways. Very good defense. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. I can guarantee you that if you play cover 2 like this, your defense is going to improve dramatically. This is an adjustment that a lot of pro players have been using with great effectiveness, and now I've been giving it to you guys for free on my YouTube channel. Till next time, it's Duke.